Dr. Emmanuel Serunjoji. Division Coordinator we Machindi, Mr. Deogratius Kijambu. Division Coordinator Nakawa Division, Engineer Ronald Balimwezu. Coordinator Rubaga Division, Mrs. Angela Chibonya. Coordinator Kampala Central Division, Mrs. Narumansi Farida. Constituency Coordinator for Machindi East, Mr. Ronald Award. Our Constituency Coordinator Machindi West, Mr. Nachibinge Joe. Constituency Coordinator Kawempe South is Mr. Sebuliba Ausi. The Constituency Coordinator Kawempe North, Mr. Serviri Charles. Constituency Coordinator Nakawa East, Mr. Muwanga Edward. Constituency Coordinator Nakawa West, Mayor Munji Florence Namata. Constituency Coordinator Kampala Central, Mbazida Francis. Constituency Coordinator Rubaga North, Mr. Sergo William. Constituency Coordinator Rubaga South, Mr. Mulindwa Charles. Media Coordinator is Mr. Mugonza Andrew. That's right before me. Coordinator, faith-based issues, because as we try to build a task force, we have to consider every sector, and faith comes in as a priority as well. So the coordinator for faith-based issues is Mr. Mutenge Zafred. Assistant coordinator for faith and Catholic communities is Portable Mrs. Maxensia Nakanja Chibo. Coordinator special communities, Mr. Ratoro Eric. Deputy coordinator, Ugisu communities is Mr. Sam Mali. Coordinator business community, Sechizivu Isma. Coordinator business community, deputy coordinator, Namakade Salima. Coordinator informal groups, Nantali Ruth. Coordinator for the youth is Dennis Tumuhairu. Deputy coordinator for the youth, Chiinji Dennis. Assistant youth coordinator for institutions, Haruna Uri. Assistant youth coordinator institutions, for gender balance we also have a female person. That is Mirembe Irene. Coordinator for women, Mrs. Stella Muchibi. Deputy coordinator for women, Mrs. Asabawewa Catherine. For artists, the family where I come from, the coordinator for artists is Mr. Kaspat Kasui. Assistant coordinator for artists is Haruna Sentamu, also known as Ice Banton. Assistant coordinator for upcoming artists is Kaimba Success. Okay. We left out. Okay, coordinator for public institutions, health, education, and public transport is Dr. Mirembe Joe. Rapid response. Deputy coordinator in charge of education, Sekamate Patrick. Deputy coordinator in charge of health, Catherine Serunjoji. Coordinator special communities, Ratoro Eric. I think that is about it. Yeah, we also want to tell you that next week is going to be fully action-packed. Fully action-packed. After the overwhelming response from the people who believe that we started a very strong journey that we must, we have a very packed week. Beginning with Monday, we are going to pick nomination forms from the Electoral Commission. After which we shall come back here to our offices, have mobilized my fellow artists who are going to have a chit chat, and we also have ideas from them on the same day. Then Tuesday, we shall be meeting interest groups, political parties, corporate people, my friends from the ghetto, transporters, religious leaders. We'll do it for about 7 solid days. Lastly, but okay, not lastly, I want to console our people in the arcades that were fully affected on Wednesday by the floods. It was very, very, very terrible. I saw people who were saving a border who was almost drowning in the city. I want to tell you, my people, that floods are an after effect of many years of no work. Because as you remember, those floods will be at a certain side of the city. For example, the clock tower. But now they have gone uptown. We can remember that the late Lord Mayor Sebana constructed and renovated the National Channel so many years ago. And the incumbent Lord Mayor has not supplemented, no effort to either expand it or even build more channels. That is why you've seen people suffering in arcades. You've seen people having sleepless nights over the rain. And imaginable, imagine just one fall of rain, just one day, floods were all over the city. So imagine if it would rain 4 days, that means the whole of Kampala will become a lake. So I say that I actually saw the outgoing Lord Mayor on TV ranting, telling the public shamelessly that people very well know what he has done. And people are watching. I want to challenge him. Let him put whatever he has done on the table. Let him put what he has done on the table. If floods can disrupt people's businesses and homes, just like the other lady who was swallowed by a manhole in Nakawa on another floody day in Kampala, and he's shamelessly sitting telling people that he will put what he has done something. Let him put whatever he has done on table. For us, fixing floods is number one on our agenda. Solutions, like I've told you. First and foremost, Kampala needs more water channels. Because of the population increase, the water supply is overflowing and the channels are still very small and very less. When I talk about solutions, another solution to floods is we have to green our city again. As we grew up, we used to see our parents plant Ukovira and Paspalam. A lot of us used to think that was a decoration of Antichikomera or something, but no, it was regulating the runoff of water. But unfortunately today, people are building buildings in the city. People are building concrete compounds. That does not regulate water because the water comes and flows immediately. We need to learn, we need to find a solution of how to regulate our water. The water flow needs to be regulated. We have big institutions like universities, hospitals. We need to have reservoirs. Reservoirs in the big institutions because what does the big institution have? It has a big water usage. So we need to have reservoirs in our city where water can be regulated on its flow. Ladies and gentlemen, that is all for today. And like I've told you, the program coming week is going to be extended. I still invite you to come and help me reach out to the people and be sure the people have progress. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Okay, Luganda.
There was a list yetu agisomye. Basomi banyabo. Ensonga y'olwaleero kwe kubategeeza n'okubeebaza nga twongera obategeeza nti ofiisi yaffe okubaliriza ggulwawo ebintu bitambulira bulungi ddala. Era responsive mu bantu bwe twaggulawo ofiisi bagikozesezza nnyo okusobola okutuukirira Lord Mayor waabwe gwe bagenda okwerondera 2021. Olunaku lwaleero nali yagadde okuintroducinga task force ginaba introducinga olunaku luli twaggulawo ofiisi yaffe naye abasinga obungi tebagyekenenya bulungi, so njagala mbawe details za task force yaffe. Ndowooza task force list nagibasomedde, tunasobola okweyambisa eyo. Njabategeeza nti wiiki ejja egenda kubeera nsasagge. nsasage ensasage enyini ku lwansonga okutandikira ddala ku lunaku lwa Monday lwe lunaku lw'engenda ogenda ku Electoral Commission okukimayo nomination forms zange. Oluva okupiga nomination forms zange ngenda kwegatta ku kibinja ky'abayimbi bakwano bange abagenda okunkyalirako wano okujja okunjozaayoza obuwanguzi bwe twetegekedde. Olunaku olwokubiri tujja kuba tusinkana groups ez'enjawulo omuli political parties, ba corporate, bakyali bange ab'omu ghetto, banaddiini n'aba trade groups, ba transporters n'abantu abalala ab'enjawulo. Njagala nnyo okubagiza bakwano bange nalabye olunaku olwokusatu nga amataba ga Kampala gabayingiridde mu bizinesi zaabwe, nalabye n'owa boda boda gwe baataasizza okubbira. Kyannaku nnyo lwa nsonga nti njaga nti amataba ago kigaleeta oba amataba ago kwe tuba tulabira nti no administration ya KCCA eriwo terina mulimu gwekoze. Lukwago tasobodde ku administeringa oba genda kulambula kulaba mirimu gikola ki bwe kitambula egyo gyagamba nti alina gyakoze. Okuba Ssebaana lwe yakola omwala gwa Nakivubo emyaka mingi egiyise kiguddaabirizibwanga, ate nga abantu namungi yayongera kweyiwa mu kibuga n'enkosa y'amazzi abantu kasaba yongera obungi enkosa y'amazzi neekola ki erinnya. Ekitegeeza nti abantu beeyongera mu kibuga emyala girina okweyongera obungi oba n'ogiriwo gino ziwamuko amazzi gasobola okutambula nga gatataganya bantu mirimu gyabwe. Namulabye Lord Mayor Lukwago ng'ali ku TV ekyanga nga yeekalakaasa nga yeekaza ng'agamba bannakampala nga bw'alina byakoze era ebirabikako. Naye nze nja muzoganya mugambe nti bw'aba alina byakoze abiteeke ku mmeeza nga n'ensi yonna ekola ki era bave mu kwekyanga obwekyanzi. Ogamba otya mbu olina byokoze nga bannyinaze Basseruganda bali mu Mutaasa Kafeero Arcade bali mu kulwana na bucket kujja mazzi mu bizinesi yaabwe. Hatuwezi kubali mambo kama hiyo, tetusobola bikiza bintu bifaanana bwe tetusobola ku lwansonga noweekaliza ddala n'otuwa ku TV y'eggwanga n'ogamba nti olina byokoze. Eggulo limu nga abantu baali balwana amataba nabagamba nti mwegenze nnyo abakulembeze abakaaba obukaabi, kubanga bw'akaaba nga nammwe bwe yali badde solutions mukaaba ekitegeeza nti eggwanga liba libbira. Kakati mu nkola yaffe nze nga incoming Lord Mayor ndi mweteefuteefu okutandikira ku myalo egyo ogigaziya n'okwongera emyala mu kibuga kyaffe ku lwansonga amazzi ago gakomanga ku ssaawa ya Queen kati galinnye gambuse Kampala Road olulagi ogenda gasanga Kololo wabula ng'ate bagamba nti bakola. Nze mpakanya nnyo nti tebaaki kibakoze. Engeri emu ku zo gye tusobola okukozesa nga tukendeeza amataba ago okuba nti gatataganya abantu. Ekisooka ngi bannyonnyodde yakugaziya myala nakwongera myala mu kiki mu kibuga. Ey'okubiri yakuddamu ku greeninga oba greening mu Luganda nkiyite ntya okuddamu tulina okuddamu okusimba omuddo mu kibuga kyaffe. Bwe twakulanga twalabanga abazadde baffe basimba obukomera naye olwali abantu bazimba bikomera. Twalanga basimba basipalamu kati abantu bayiwa concrete na pavers. Ekyo kireeta amazzi okuba nti gaddukira ku speed etali regulated. Kakati tujja kukola n'abantu nga tubakubiriza okuddamu okusimba greening eyo ku lwansonga enkuba bw'etonnya pasipalamu ono akendeeza amazzi flow yaago. Ekira tulina institutions ennene ezikosa amazzi mu bungi, tulina amalwaliro, tulina amasomero. Institution ennene zirina okuba ne reservoirs nti amazzi bwe gaba gakosebwa galina bwe galegama nga tuganayingira channels zigatambuza kukola ki kweyongerayo. Bassebo ne bannyabo ebyo byange olunaku lwaleero mbebazizza nnyo mwebale ddala. Olunaku olwokusatu kale njagamba tugenda kubanga tutambula katalaga Kampala yenna mu 28 electoral areas nga tunoonya signatures ezigenda tusobozesa okuba nti twengere mu maaso nga twetekeka okuyingira ofiisi y'obwa Lord Mayor. Tulina task force of constituency zitujja okubanga nazo tujja banjulira engeri gye bateekawo enkola ya kiremesa naye tetujja kulema bateekawo enkola gye bagamba gye bayise scientific So tulina okuorganizinga amagye mangi nnyo ku buli level nga tugenda kuba tubanjulira gye bujja gye banjulira constituency task forces. Mwebale nnyo, mwebale eddala.
The Kamiri oye.
Oye.
The Ruwawa oye.
Oye.
The Mukaku oye.
Oye.
Mr. Nankulawe oye.
We are going to have questions. We are going to have questions. But before we proceed to questions, I would like to give 1 minute to the chairman task force to say something. Then we have questions to the Lord Mayor.
I really don't have a lot, but just to emphasize that as the Lord Mayor next has already announced, next week is going to be action-packed, and to us, action-packed means action-packed. And the most important aspect in that week will be definitely meeting different interest groups, and also he's going to be collecting his nomination forms, which I think will be a very interesting activity, and thereafter follow it up with collecting signatures from the 28 electoral areas. Members of the press, you are invited to keenly follow this and relay it, because I think the world will be waiting to see exactly what this type of campaign has in stock. And it will also be a campaign that lifts every hand. So when he goes around, be sure, unlike those that we have seen, Comrade Jose Mayanja vowed to lift every hand. Whether you are a pressman or woman, whether you are a candidate, whether you are a business person, and this will be built into that particular agenda. Then at the end of the week, we shall do the evaluation and be able to give you another program as we shall deem it possible. But we want to thank the people of Kawempe Division, the people of Nakawa Division, Luvaga Division, Kampala Central, and Makindye Division for the response, overwhelming responses. And again, for those who have even voluntarily said, we want to be part of your campaign team. We didn't have where to put people, but I think many of them are going to be accommodated in the division and constituency leadership campaign structures, task forces. Yeah, and of course we shall have two wings. One wing is the technical aspect that handles technically what needs to be handled with this Lord Mayor, ensuring that the agenda for providing solutions is well taken up, is well partaken, if you want to put it in the right way. But also the task force, which is going to handle politics as it will come. And we thank Comrade Jose for saying, for me, I'm to provide solutions to the Kampala city problems, not cry about them, not welcome stalemates like they have been between politicians and the land, between the technical and the political wing, between those we want to lead and ourselves. This is a new generation, and I welcome the idea. He has started something on the next press conference. He wants to handle in detail what he needs by the new Kampala City Green Deal. That is very, very important. And he has already touched the idea of handling floods, but he has a fully packed new Kampala City Green Deal as part of his manifesto, as part of his package for solutions. And he's working with the former Vice President of the US, Al Gore, because he's the ambassador. He's the ambassador. So his is local and global. And I think that's where Kampala needs to go.
Thank you. As you see, Rain, let's have 3 questions. Where is the first one? One. Let's first have questions and then we shall. 1, 2, only 2. Okay, please.
For the purpose of record, I'm going to connect.
Yes.
Yeah, or two questions. I'm going to ask them in Uganda. Obadde oyogera ku kyamataba ekintu kya Kampala. Abantu bangi bazimbye mu trenches z'ekkubo ng'ali kwenulade oba okiraba oti ogenda kikolera otya? Then ekizibu ekira Kampala oli ayinza ogamba nti Kampala ewunya kasasiro mungi ekigezi gye bamutwala ati Mr. Solution kiri kyogenda okukola ku kasasiro ati
Kyokubiri
neyaza zigete mayanja kujja kweyisa pesa ne mu TV. Tulaba ogenda tukakutana kyakoze naye tulaba oba oli awo nti alemiseddwa gavumenti eri mu buyinza okwako nekyakola ate nga tulaba nawe ogiddeko opposition ogenda kukikola otya okulaba ngaokkiriza gavumenti okusobola okukolera ebirimi lukwago era ogenda kukikola otya?
Okay, nja kutandikira ne Mukene.
Oba mu media kimukwano? Record TV.
Entalo wakati wa gavumenti
Ne outgoing road mayor.
osuubira nekikola otya okubeera nti wenga lord mayor okulagana bulungi nnyo ne gavumenti okubeera nti tolemesebwa.
Okay. Ekikuba egeri ku kya bazimba nijja nkutangaze mukama wange tubadde twogera kuzimba twogera ku mataba ate yes kakati ebyo ndabira biri manifesto gyengenda okwanviringa as soon as possible. Tugenda kwanviringa manifesto yaffe in detail olunaku nja bayita naye ng'ekyakasasiro nakyo byonna ngenda bimenya mu manifesto gye naateekawo. Ekisinga obukulu kibuzo kye ndabye kisinza okukololayo kyokyogera nti naakolagana ntya ne gavumenti okulabika nti services zituuka mu bantu. Kati njana nkubuuza kibuuzo nti mwagala kusigaza alemeddwa oba mwagala gesaako omulala? Kubanga alemeddwa okukwatagana ne gavumenti kituufu naye ate ffe tufiirwa omuntu yabonaabona tetugenda kutambulira ku interest za muntu ng'ate eggwanga lisigala mabega. Kiri nti teri nsi yonna gyojja kutambulamu awali local government takolagana na central government kulwa nsonga nti central government supporting a local government etusa services mu bantu. Onfuna bulungi walina okuteekebwawo olutindo between government ne local government okusobozesa abantu services obatuukako. Bw'aba alemereddwa aveewo kulwa nsonga nti ogwo mulimu gwe ye okwasaganya government. Ffe twagala kumanya oba akwatagana government oba takwatagana naye, ffe twagala solutions. Yeah, I would say that I've had the question is how are we going to be able to work from opposition and associate with the government? There is no country where you'll go where the local government doesn't work with the government. And if Lukwago has failed to work with the government, that means the service, that's the problem, that's the reason why services have not come down to the people. There must be a bridge between local government and central government. And just to tell you, we have a new government coming in, so everything is going to be fresh and new.
Banange, listen tugenda kugiba